One of the biggest mistakes you can make is assuming that the effects of abuse are only visible on the surface. Living through abuse leaves deep emotional and psychological scars that can manifest in various aspects of life, including daily routines like tidying up personal belongings. Here are 10 reasons why abuse survivors often struggle with keeping things organized. Let's start with this first one: feeling hypervigilance. Ever noticed how some abuse survivors seem constantly on edge and struggle with keeping things tidy? It's not just a matter of being disorganized, it's tied to their experience of trauma. Survivors of abuse frequently develop hypervigilance as a way to stay safe. This means they're always on high alert, scanning their environment for potential threats rather than focusing on everyday chores like cleaning up. This hyper-awareness can make it hard for them to relax enough to tidy up. Imagine feeling like you need to watch your back all the time. It's exhausting, and it makes simple tasks feel overwhelming. When their mind is busy scanning for danger, organizing personal belongings might not seem important. Their energy is focused on staying safe, not on making sure everything is neat and orderly. Sometimes reminders of past trauma can trigger this hypervigilance. It's like their body and mind react automatically to any sign of danger, real or perceived. In these moments, cleaning up or tidying their space becomes less of a priority. Their mind is occupied with survival instincts rather than household tasks. It's not that they don't want things to be tidy, it's that their brain is wired to prioritize survival over cleanliness. This constant state of alertness can be exhausting and draining. It affects their ability to concentrate on tasks that might seem simple to others. Number 2, emotional overload. Have you ever wondered why some people find it hard to tidy up when they're feeling emotionally drained? For survivors of trauma like abuse, emotional overload is a big reason. When they've been through challenging experiences, their emotions can feel like they're on overload, like a battery that's almost run out of power. Imagine feeling like you're carrying a heavy emotional weight all the time. It makes simple tasks, like cleaning up, feel overwhelming. Their energy is spent trying to cope with their feelings, leaving little left for organizing their surroundings. In moments of emotional overload, cleaning and tidying up can feel like too much. Their mind is consumed with processing and managing their emotions, making it hard to focus on mundane tasks. Number 3, disassociation. Ever wondered why some people seem to forget everyday tasks like tidying up during stressful times? For survivors of trauma like abuse, disassociation plays a significant role. Disassociation is a way our minds cope with overwhelming stress or trauma triggers by mentally disconnecting from our surroundings. Imagine feeling so overwhelmed that your mind drifts away from what's happening around you. It's like your thoughts are somewhere else, making it hard to stay grounded and focused on routine chores. During these moments, survivors may struggle with forgetfulness about daily tasks like cleaning and organizing. Their mind is preoccupied with managing their emotions and coping with triggers, leaving little mental space for mundane activities. It's not that they don't care about keeping things in order. It's that their mind is using disassociation as a way to protect itself from overwhelming feelings. Here is number 4, prioritization of safety. Have you ever noticed that some people prioritize safety over keeping things tidy? For survivors of abuse, safety is a top priority. When you've experienced trauma, like abuse, feeling safe becomes crucial, more important than having everything neat and organized. Imagine constantly feeling on edge, always on guard against potential threats. For abuse survivors, creating a safe environment takes precedence over tasks like tidying up. Their focus is on ensuring both physical and emotional safety rather than maintaining a perfectly tidy space. In a world where safety has been compromised, tidying up may feel less urgent. Their energy and attention are directed towards feeling secure and protected. It's not that they don't value cleanliness, it's that safety takes precedence in their mind. Understanding this can help us support them better. Let's talk about number 5, difficulty focusing. Have you ever wondered why some people find it challenging to stay focused and organized, especially after experiencing trauma? For survivors of trauma like abuse, difficulty focusing is a common issue. The cognitive effects of trauma can impact their ability to concentrate and remember tasks, including tidying up. Imagine trying to focus on daily chores when your mind keeps drifting back to painful memories or feeling overwhelmed by stress. For abuse survivors, these cognitive challenges make it hard to stay organized and maintain a tidy environment. Trauma can affect memory and attention span, causing forgetfulness and difficulty with planning and completing tasks. It's not that they don't want to keep things in order, it's that their brain is struggling to process information and stay on track. Understanding these cognitive effects can help us support survivors better. Offering patience and understanding when they struggle with focus can make a significant difference. Number 6, self-blame and shame. Have you noticed that some people struggle to take care of their personal spaces, even though they want to? For survivors of trauma like abuse, feelings of self-blame and shame can play a significant role. Many survivors carry a heavy burden of guilt and shame due to their past experiences. Imagine feeling like everything that went wrong was somehow your fault. It's a heavy weight to bear, and it can affect how survivors view themselves and their surroundings. This self-blame and shame can create a lack of motivation to take care of personal spaces, like tidying up. When you feel unworthy or undeserving, keeping things organized may feel less important. It's not that they don't care, it's that these feelings of shame and self-blame can overwhelm their motivation to take action. By acknowledging the impact of self-blame and shame, we can provide a more supportive and understanding environment for survivors to reclaim their sense of control and well-being. Number 7, depression and anxiety. Have you noticed that some abuse survivors struggle with tasks like cleaning, even though they want to keep things tidy? It's often linked to mental health challenges like depression and anxiety, which are common among survivors of abuse. Imagine feeling weighed down by persistent sadness or overwhelmed by worry and fear. These mental health conditions can drain motivation and energy, making everyday tasks like cleaning feel daunting and exhausting. Depression can bring feelings of hopelessness and low energy, while anxiety can create a constant sense of unease and difficulty concentrating. Together, these conditions can make it hard to find the motivation to start and complete cleaning tasks. For abuse survivors, managing their mental health becomes a priority for their overall well-being. This focus on mental health care can sometimes take precedence over tasks like tidying up. It's important to understand that their struggle with cleaning isn't due to laziness or lack of care. It's a result of their mental health challenges. Supporting them means offering empathy, understanding, and practical assistance when needed. Now, are you ready for number 8? Perfectionism. Have you ever wondered why some people hesitate to tidy up their spaces, even though they want everything to be perfect? For survivors of trauma like abuse, perfectionism can be a significant factor. Many survivors develop a need to do things perfectly as a way to regain control or avoid criticism. Imagine feeling like you have to do everything flawlessly to avoid negative consequences. This pressure can make simple tasks like cleaning feel overwhelming. The fear of not being able to tidy up perfectly can lead to avoidance of the task altogether. Perfectionism can stem from past experiences where they were criticized or punished for mistakes. It becomes a way to protect themselves from perceived judgment or failure. Number 9, physical health issues. Have you noticed that sometimes physical health issues can affect someone's ability to keep things tidy? For survivors of trauma, like abuse, chronic stress and trauma can take a toll on their physical well-being. This can lead to feelings of fatigue and chronic pain, making everyday tasks like tidying up physically challenging. Imagine feeling exhausted and in pain most of the time. These conditions can make it hard to find the energy and strength needed to clean and organize their living space. Chronic stress and trauma can impact the body in various ways, from weakening the immune system to causing muscle tension and headaches. These physical symptoms can further reduce their ability to engage in activities that require physical effort, like cleaning. And lastly, lack of support. Have you ever considered how important support is for maintaining a tidy living space? For survivors of trauma like abuse, having a supportive environment can make a big difference. Without understanding or encouragement from others, survivors may feel isolated and overwhelmed, which can impact their ability to keep things tidy. Imagine feeling like no one understands what you've been through or the challenges you face. It can be isolating and disheartening. Without support, tasks like cleaning can feel like an uphill battle. Support is not just about helping with physical tasks. It's about emotional validation and encouragement. Survivors need to feel understood and supported in their journey toward healing. When they feel isolated or unsupported, it can affect their motivation and energy levels for everyday tasks, including tidying up. They may struggle to find the strength or motivation to maintain a tidy environment on their own. Creating a supportive environment involves listening without judgment, offering practical assistance when needed, and showing empathy and understanding. It's about letting survivors know they are not alone in their struggles. Encouraging small steps and celebrating achievements, no matter how minor, can boost their confidence and motivation. It's about fostering a sense of community and belonging that empowers survivors to take care of themselves and their surroundings. By recognizing the importance of support, we can create a more compassionate and inclusive environment where abuse survivors feel valued, understood, and empowered to maintain a comfortable and organized living space.